I'm Tim. I used to drop the ball literally and metaphorically in Times Square. I also teach about cities at NYU Wagner, as I have for almost a decade. So what do we know about New York now? One, that retail and office vacancies are at all-time highs. Two, that those vacancies wreak havoc on the economic ecosystems around them: retail, restaurants, vendors, venues. That if you give entrepreneurs cheap space, think about outdoor dining, there is an explosion of economic activity, investment, and innovation. That more people than ever want to start their own businesses as they rethink their lives post-COVID. And we also know that there are proven models for fostering small business growth: Brooklyn Army Terminal, Brooklyn Navy Yard, Grand Central Tech, which make space and support affordable and available for clusters of entrepreneurs, but that they meet only a fraction of the existing demand, are often limited in scope, focusing on tech or makers, and also sometimes, but most often, are far from transit hubs. So, the idea: using a nimble nonprofit or LDC-style intermediary, the city leases chunks of office space near transit hubs where vacancies are higher. Not just Midtown and downtown, but also downtown Brooklyn, Long Island City, Broadway Junction, Jamaica, and the hub in the Bronx. Chunks should be big enough to create a critical mass or cluster of businesses that are compatible and complementary. That allows for organic interaction and innovation among them, and also offers efficient access for support services, customers, and potential investors. The city would work with experts to identify which business categories are ripe for incubation and growth, and launch a public competition to select participating entrepreneurs within those categories, with special attention paid to addressing historic inequities. Use restrictions should be waived if needed. Successful companies should be able to easily expand to nearby spaces on different floors or nearby building, with rents gradually approaching market rate to sustain the program. Retail incubator space on the ground floor, ideally in the same building, should be part of the program for direct-to-consumer companies. Also critical is something that all startups and growing businesses need: financing and working capital that is risk and failure tolerant, a real one-stop shop for navigating government bureaucracy, and trusted on-site tech, marketing, and consulting support. I totally agree, by the way, with Glazer's point that the burden of regulation falls disproportionately on low-income entrepreneurs. This would help address that. So, by matching startups' need for affordable space with transit hubs' needs for office and retail activity, we can create clusters of entrepreneurial energy and new jobs. Thank you.